What's up, y'all? This is Coleman back at y'all with another video, man. And here we talking about semen retention, the more benefits that it has that I thought, that it didn't, or that I never knew this existed in semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Semen retention is a powerful thing, and I'm here to kind of like read some of these benefits that they have that I didn't mention early on that I found out. Now let's get to it. It gives you physical and mental endurance while undergoing any form of opposition or defeat. So it gives you that endurance. You could tolerate, in certain situations, you could tolerate a lot more. And you have a lot more stamina. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So, for instance, if you a track runner and you running track, you running long distance, it's gonna automatically give you that energy you need, and it's gonna give you that mental and physical endurance. So you can just continue to press through. You could withstand more, that long distance. You could withstand that way more longer than what you normally could withstand it. You know what I'm saying? Man, that right there, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very powerful. That's a powerful thing that semen retention can do for you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you in sports, it's the best option to get on semen retention if you doing sports. Whether it's football or basketball, you could stay on the clock longer in football and basketball if you on semen retention. You should be able to go longer on the clock than you normally do when you on semen retention. But at the same time, for you to keep doing that, for you to continue to have that endurance to keep doing that, you got to make sure that you are like retaining. The longer you retain, the longer you can withstand, the more you can endure. The more you can press, the more stamina you have while you running down that court playing football. Or if you running down that field running down that court playing basketball, or if you running down that field playing football, it'll give you even more endurance. Like the coach would be like, dang, like, you still not tired? You know what I'm saying? If you that star player, and if you have that authority to kind of like, sit yourself down sometimes, you know what I'm saying? If you have that authority, you know how it is when they playing favorites. Like, if you the best on the team, then, the coach will normally sit you down this certain amount of time, But if you that good and you on semen retention, it's going to give you that endurance to continue to stay on the clock longer. So the coach, like, he'll be wondering like, dang, he still ain't tired. Not knowing that you on semen retention. And that's a powerful thing, man. We got some more benefits down here. It gives you the fighting quantities necessary under all circumstances for self-defense. Now, this is a big one, man. Self-defense. It gives you the fighting quantities, that's necessary under all circumstances. So if you gotta defend yourself when you fighting, or you the type of kid, like, you know what I'm saying, that you might have probably been getting bullied or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you're not defending yourself in school. But once you get on semen retention, all that gonna go out the window. You're gonna start defending yourself, bro. Like, you really is gonna start defending yourself. And you're gonna start defending yourself when it is necessary. Because it gives you that confidence, it gives you that fight in you, You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling y'all dudes, just because you want semen retention, to just unnecessarily start trouble with people at school or at your job just to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. That is not necessary. You know what I'm saying? Under any circumstance to just start fights and be beating niggas up because you want semen retention. Like, that's not the true purpose. It's when it's, like it said, circumstances for self-defense. Necessary. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta look at that word necessary. So when necessary, you gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pop off. If it's self-defense. We got some more right here. It sharpens the imagination and enables one to create useful ideas. Now, this is powerful too. It says, let's read this again, but we're going to just read it like, you know, certain parts. It sharpens the imagination. Now, if your imagination ain't that bright, you know, you can't come up with, this is like perfect for the people, for the dudes that's doing YouTube and you be thinking of like titles, what title you gonna do next. It's gonna sharpen up your imagination so you can plug that title in that you need in order to like continue to succeed and keep putting out good content. You know what I'm saying? This goes along for me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? As a YouTuber, you know, I need this. Sharpen the imagination, because sometimes, you know, I be thinking, having to think, you know, overthink about like what I might title next or what title I'm gonna do next, because, you know, sometimes you just feel like you almost basically done touched on everything, but nah, man, it's a lot of things that I still haven't touched on, and I'm discovering that as I'm on semen retention, and that's why I can make these videos for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Enables one to create useful ideas. Now, this is good for kids that's in school. This is good for your just day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to create useful ideas, you know, maybe you bored. Maybe you be bored, or you was bored when you wasn't on semen retention and you know what to do with yourself. But now you on semen retention. Semen retention can have you create useful ideas when you're bored, so you can, you know, have an activity to do to reduce that boredness, you know, disclose that boredness, cancel it out. You know what I'm saying? Creating useful ideas. You know, say if you at school and you got to come up with a project, you got to figure out what you gonna do. You got to be creative. Whether it's for college kids or high school kids, middle school kids, even elementary kids. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a perfect thing, you know, for school, for creating useful ideas. Or maybe you gotta write a essay like most of us had to do, you know, in high school, and definitely you have to do that junk in college. Like, you have to write essays, you know, sometimes it's pages. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna give you that imagination to create useful ideas. And that's what you need when you're on this semen retention journey. Let's continue. It says it keeps the nervous system charged with the energy needed to carry on the work of maintaining the body. It said it keeps the nervous system charged. Man, this is a big one too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how like, maybe like it's like a busy day on your job, and normally like if you're not on semen retention, you feel like under pressure. You know, you start getting nervous. It'll calm that nervousness down when the business gets busy. It'll calm that nervousness down for you, so you can continue to complete what you got to complete. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, while carrying on the work of maintaining the body. So it'll give you the energy, with the energy needed to carry on the work of maintaining the body. So like I said, when you're on semen retention, you're going to have that energy you need. And it's going to basically maintain that in the body. You know, it goes along with the stamina, what we just read a couple minutes ago. Everything kind of connects with everything on semen retention. You know, in the body. You know, like I said, it's going to line your chakras up. You know what I'm saying? Your root chakras. You know, everything is going to come into play. You're going to get everything back that you had lost when you wasn't on semen retention. Let's keep it going. Now this, I kind of like this one because, you know, this is why I like. It gives quickness and definiteness to one's physical, mental movement. You know, it's going to give you that quickness. So if you're on your job or if you doing sports at school, you know, say if it's a tie game in basketball at school, right? And you know you the man, you the 3-point man, you the shot man. You know what I'm saying? You really the main attraction. And it's tied up. You're gonna have to make that basket. And the clock shot is down low. You know, it can give you that quickness and that agility and that speed to get on the court as fast as you can, and that definiteness to make that shot, because you're gonna have the confidence with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna give you all that. Man, that's crazy. It ain't no better feeling than being on semen retention. Like, any man that's not down, excuse me. I've been eating something, but I'm good. Any man that's not down with semen retention, I don't know what else to tell you. This is it. Semen retention is it, man. I'm just telling you. You got to be crazy to not want to retain to get the games. All this stuff is useful in day-to-day life. All this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I got something else. It says it helps master laziness and procrastination. So you procrastinating, you know what I'm saying? You're not sure about something. It's gonna make you like more sure of like what you want to do. You're not gonna be procrastinating on it. You're gonna just go directly to it and try to get it done. And laziness. This is a big thing in today's society. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people